reduce consumption. You are going to reduce pollution. You are going to reduce usage of materials. For example, when I talk usage of material, how much of the greenhouse gas emission or carbon dioxide do you bring out by participating in tourism activities? When you are doing agriculture, which is supporting tourism activity, which is providing services to the hotel, how green, how smart is that agriculture in terms of water usage, soil conservation, and so on, and the use of pesticides? How do you really make sure that you are doing business clean? And then one thing that is also very important about this is that we are looking at sustainability. We are looking at something that can go on and on and on and on without being destroyed. So how do you manage consumptive use under tourism without depleting the resources of tourism? Those are the critical things that we need to think. And then what investment do you need to put in to ensure that this happens? Because it's not going to be like business like as usual. You are going to change your transport systems. Other than using diesel vehicles, you probably need to have a hybrid vehicle. So there must be a policy that allows that to happen.
Tourism has demonstrated resilience in the face of the global economic downturn. Globally, the tourism industry generated more than $1 trillion in 2010, and that was according to the World Tourism Organization. Green tourism, characterized by responsible travel to natural areas that promotes conservation of the environment, therefore, is one of the fastest growing segments of tourism worldwide and is growing at a pace of more than 20% annually, 2 to 3 times faster than the tourism industry overall.
And I've been talking about green tourism and greening tourism. This is really consistent with well over thinking about reducing the global emission that has ravaged the globe in terms of the climate impacts, which we are seeing every day, impacting on our livelihoods, impacting on our infrastructure, impacting on a number of things, economic activities. So when we talk about greening tourism, we are really talking about moving into a path that brings into the benefits along the value chain from the common person who is a custodian of a protected area where the animals do exist, where the tourists come to visit, to that tourist who has traveled all the way from that long distance to come and see those facilities that you need. And what are the incentives that will make you to recycle water in your premise? And then the architectural design. How are you going to design your hotels and buildings to ensure that they are consistent with the environment? You're not going to put blocks and blocks in places. So how are you going to do that? And then finally, how is it going to benefit the environment? You must need to quantify that. That benefit must be real. And then the products that come from it, the short-term and medium-term and long-term returns from it must benefit everybody in the value chain, including the local person at the lowest level of the chain. This is very critical. It underpins what it takes to be green. I said green is not business as usual. So you need skillful handling, and that needs capacity building. Now, capacity building in services. So those services must be certified. The guides which are taking you into the green tourism development path must be certified and provide for you that service, that professional certified service along the green line. This is a guide who will tell you don't throw plastic bottles there, or you will be able to collect the plastic bottle. These are the guides who will be able to have water bottles which are reusable and give to their clients. So these are the guides who will explain to you the complexity, interrelationship between what is showing you and nature for you to appreciate. So that is satisfying the service. So that's one aspect of guiding.
The benefits of green tourism flowing to local businesses are dramatically higher than those from the mass tourism. Standard all-inclusive package tours deliver just 20% of the revenue to local companies, while the rest is captured by airline, hotels, and large tour companies. Ecotourism operations are based locally and can turn as much as 95% of the earnings into the local economy. Duli further urged to stakeholders to satisfy Ugandan tourist products for easy identification and marketing.
Management, but then certifying the products itself, the hard products, the articrafts, the handcrafts that we sell out there must not be just, coming from anywhere. They must be coming from sustainably managed areas, like the wood carvings and so on and so. So they must have a certificate that transit across border. If you cross one country to the other and you say, where is it coming from? They just look at it, say it's from Uganda, it's from a certified forest. Perfect, go. And you have paid $100+ on top of that, other than paying maybe $10 on something which is not certified, which is even going to be confiscated. So that would bring frustration, and that would reduce the quality. So your products must be certified. Very important.
Finally, it is the way to open our minds to the world and the realization that we are all different, but we are also the same. And doing it responsibly gives us an opportunity to learn through meaningful connections with local people and to get better understanding of the local culture, as well as social and environmental issues. Pedson Mumbere, Smart 24.
Smart 24.